Welcome to Bloom with Tina and Kelsey, the podcast that empowers women to be true to themselves in every aspect of their lives. Are you ready to break free from society's expectations and embrace your true self? Each week, we dive into our own inspiring, powerful personal stories and from incredible women and a few lucky men who have dared to challenge the norm and carve out their own paths to happiness. Here we celebrate courage, resilience, and authenticity as we share the stories of those who have transformed their lives and blooming into the best versions of themselves. Join us. Let's empower one another and spread the seeds of positivity and inspiration. Ready to bloom? Let's get on with the episode. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. So we are here today with Ginger Jilek. And she has become like one of my favorite people.
I hope so.
So we actually had Ginger on our podcast
It was a couple months ago.
a while ago. It was a while ago. And ever since then, I've been wanting to go see Ginger.
Yeah.
So briefly, Ginger, explain what you do.
I'm a nutritionist. I do live and dry blood, so I take a drop of your blood and I look under the microscope to see how you're doing on a cellular level.
Okay.
And then we take that information and put a plan together.
Exactly
that.
Exactly. And I first met you at a health and wellness event, and I was talking to you a long time about it and just finding out more information because I never heard of live and dry blood.
Yeah.
Obviously, retired nurse practitioner. I analyze so many results.
Yes.
And all I see is numbers.
Yes.
But I never see it live. And I'm telling you, it gives a lot of information.
It does.
For all you healthcare people out there, all my friends, all my buddies, there's a lot more to getting your blood drawn than just looking at the numbers.
100%.
Period.
And everyone loves the visual.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing is that when you see it, you want to make changes.
Yes.
Instead of looking at numbers and saying, oh, okay, well, I'm okay.
Yeah.
When you look at it, you make changes.
Yes. Because nowadays, as y'all are aware, I'm sure, people are going different routes. There's a lot of options out there for people. So, I want to back up.
Sure.
About, what was it? Maybe 6 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago, 2 months ago, I went to Mexico. And in Mexico, I ate and I drank.
Yes.
Okay. I was drinking.
You were on vacation.
I was on vacation. I was having a good old time, right?
Yeah.
As we all do.
Yes.
But I was drinking mimosas or Bloody Marys for breakfast. I would have margarita or their special alcohol beverage of the day for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have even more margaritas or even a couple glasses of wine for dinner.
Sure.
Every day. 7 days. Okay.
Yes.
And eating the tacos and all the Mexican food and all the, enriched flour and all that stuff. So I was not on my best behavior.
Sure.
Sure. Eating wise.
We've all been there.
Eating wise, okay?
Yes, we've all been
So I came back and I felt like crap and I looked like crap. I was so inflamed.
We're very inflamed.
My face, my eyes, my fingers, everything was inflamed, puffy. I was fatigued. I was worn down.
Yes.
I was irritable, low energy, all that.
Yeah. And I think also it's important to take note that maybe we used to be able to eat and drink like that back when our bodies were a little different. Right. And so at some point we realized these things are affecting us a little differently
as you get older
than they used to be. Yeah.
I tell that to people all the time. I'm like, in your 20s, you could probably rebound really quickly. But if you continue doing it, that's when you start feeling it when you get older.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had an appointment made already with Ginger.
Yeah.
2 days after I got back.
You did.
And I even took a picture of myself that day because I just looked very bad.
I'm glad
right?
you did, though.
I'm glad I did too.
Yeah.
For comparison. So here's a list of some of my complaints for ginger, right?
Yeah.
Long-standing inflammation and puffiness. I have osteoarthritis. History of a fatty liver, like 10 years ago. And this, I'm not just saying this, but this was documented on a CT scan. Okay. I had a fatty liver. I have arthritis like in my knees, my hands for the past 5 years. I wake up and I still feel tired, decreased energy. My A1C, which is the hemoglobin A1C for diabetes, it has been up to 6.2 as the highest, but recently was down to 5.9. I had a fasting insulin level, and that was 15, which is high.
What's that mean? What's a fasting insulin level?
I had to fast, and instead of getting a fasting glucose, which shows what your blood sugar is at that very point, this is a fasting insulin. Insulin is what you produce to keep your blood sugars lower. Okay. And mine was high, so I believe that would mean my pancreas is working harder.
Got it.
To produce sugar, to produce more insulin to keep my blood sugar lower.
Right. We're going to learn so much today, guys. I'm going to ask all the questions and you guys are talking over my head.
That's fine. I am on a low-dose estrogen, testosterone, DHEA. And those are just the hormones that I've been on for the last 18 years since I had a total hysterectomy, when I was 38 years old.
And that could be a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
With people getting hysterectomies. Yeah.
So I was feeling rough.
Yeah.
I went to Ginger's office in Wasion. She does have multiple locations.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And I'll explain. It was only 2 finger pricks to my finger.
That's it.
And she just puts it on a little slide, one for the live blood, which live blood, isn't this neat that I can talk about it?
I love it.
The live blood is the wet blood.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we're going to see right away. You're going to see your cells moving. That's live blood.
Okay.
Yes.
And then she puts like a drop. And then she, on another slide, and she sets that aside and it dries while she's explaining all about my live blood.
Yes.
So I'll let you explain my findings.
The first one.
My first findings.
So when she came in, we go over a history of everything that we've seen. That's what she was telling me about. So when we pull up her blood on the microscope, and then I have a screen there so she can see everything, which you can see that on my Facebook. You can see all the pictures and stuff. The first thing we look for is, how is her liver doing? Because that's the first thing that we'll pull up. So we definitely saw that there were some liver issues, or that her liver was sluggish. We also saw chloris, which is like a snow. You kind of see it snow on there. It looks like that. That's undigested food.
Undigested food.
Interesting.
But she needs to fast 5 hours before her visit anyways. So that tells me she's not digesting her food properly. And that's really important, because if you're not breaking your foods down, they're not getting absorbed.
And I'm not getting the nutrients from my foods.
Yeah.
And all the protein and all the the good.
Okay, so what creates that problem?
So stomach acid is going to be the first issue. So if you're not breaking your foods down, that starts in the stomach. And then if you're not getting enough stomach acid, that won't break your foods down. And then when you goes into your small intestine, you need the absorption in the small intestine. And there could be a lot of issues in there, which could be inflammation, bacteria. There could be a lot of inflammation that spreads open the villas that actually absorb the nutrients into your small intestine. Mm-hmm. So that normally we start from the stomach and go down from there. Yeah.
Okay.
So she, and I get this a lot. Like, I started as a nutritionist, like, you just eat healthy. That's it. Right? Like, that's how I was kind of taught. Like, you eat well, you're fine.
Yeah.
But when you look at it like, well, if you're not breaking your food down, you can eat as much as you want, the best foods in the world, but they're not going to get absorbed. And that's like the whole difference that changed my mind with looking at live and dry blood.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So that's always the biggest thing for people for visualize, because if you're not breaking it down and they see that they're not breaking it down, they're like, oh, they want to make those changes.
Yeah.
Because then you're wasting you're like, wow, I'm not digesting my supplements.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not digesting my food. So that's a really big deal. Yeah. So then we saw non-mobile white blood cells. So when we look at her live blood, you can see your white blood cells. So your neutrophils are the ones that move. So they're like little snails. They'll move around on the screen, which they should be. But if they're not moving around, then that's a nutritional deficiency.
Okay.
So we can see that right away. And we're like, oh, we're notating that. So, and she can see it too. She's like, why aren't those moving? And we explain that. So that's really cool that you can see your white blood cells.
Yeah.
Large red blood cells. So when we're looking on the screen, you can see all of your red blood cells. You can see that they're in different shapes and, sizes sometimes. When they're bigger, that means that your red blood cells from your bone marrow, when they're created, are don't have B12 or folate. You need those certain nutrients to create the right size red blood cell. So if you don't have those nutrients, they get really large, which is hard for them to get through your capillaries. They're hard to bring the nutrients to the body. Mm-hmm. That's what those red blood cells are for. Elevated platelets. On the screen, you'll see they're kind of like gray clouds. That's what those platelets look like. When there's a lot of them, that tells me there's a lot of inflammation in the body, because platelets come out as Band-Aids of the body. They come and repair things. So when you see a lot of that, we know there's inflammation. And we saw that with hers as well. A lot of platelets. Yeah. Yeah. And so that just tells me that she's in a repair mode. Her body's always trying to repair, which is going to cause a lot more nutritional deficiencies because her body's not getting everything.
It's working so hard. Yeah.
Exactly. It's working. Yeah. So there was a lot of bacteria. So when we see bacteria, they look like little worms sometimes. Like, they don't look like a worm, but they look like a little piece of string maybe. And that can really cause a lot of issues with really a lot of things: inflammation, nutritional absorption. If there's a bacterial issue, that bacteria is eating all of your nutrients. And majority of people have a really big bacterial issue. So if you don't think you have it, you probably do. Yeah. And that's like a lot of probably every client I see, there's a bacterial issue, because we just live in a culture that we don't eat well. We have a lot of antibiotics. We eat a lot of sugar. Mm-hmm. And that causes a lot of issues with bacteria.
Okay.
Yeah. You're probably like, oh no, what do I have? We saw a lot of high lymphocytes and neutrophils, which are your white blood cells. So we just saw a lot of that. So her body's actively trying to fight something. And most of the time, if you have high white blood cells, that could be because there's a bacterial issue. And that's what white blood cells fight. They'll fight bacteria, viruses, but we didn't see a lot. She wasn't really sick. So we kind of notate it and say, well, there's bacteria, so I'm going to notate that it's most likely a bacterial issue that's going on. And that will cause her body to always just be working really hard. Even if you feel really good and you're like, well, I don't feel terrible. If you have a bacterial issue or high white blood cells, your body's going to be fighting on a cellular level a lot more. A lot of ghost cells, which ghost cells are just showing that there's not a lot of, the red blood cells aren't fully formed. The inside the red blood cells have come out. And so those are just going to get broken down, and now new red blood cells need to be formed. That happens when there's stress on the body. Her body's not being able to form red blood cells properly. So they sort of just go into ghost cells, that we call them.
Okay.
Ghost. Yeah, like a ghost. Yeah. And then dehydrated cells, which is really cool to see. It's like a raisin, like a grape that goes into a raisin. That's the best way I show it, because it's like a red blood cell and then it gets shrunk. And so when they're dehydrated like that, then we can say you definitely need more hydration from a cellular standpoint. And we kind of go over that.
Okay. And when you're talking about more hydration, you're talking about drinking water.
Drinking water with minerals. Oh, so you can drink as much water as you want, but if you're not getting the minerals to get them into the cell, that's why a lot of people go to the bathroom a lot. Because you're not getting the water into the cell. And that's where sodium and potassium come into play. So a really good mineral salt, and I always recommend Baja Gold salt because it has the highest mineral content. I always say use that.
Okay.
To get it into the cell.
And you just put that in your water.
Put it in your water.
You've been doing that, haven't you?
I've been putting it mostly on food.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
On my food.
Some people can't tolerate. Some people are like, I can't do this in my water. And I'm like, that's okay. Put it on your tongue. If they can't do that, and I'm like, just put it on your food then.
Yeah.
So it's all per person.
Okay.
Yeah. So with the dry blood, like as Tina said, we do 8 drops on one slide and we let it dry. Okay. When it dries, it leaves a specific pattern because red blood cells are formed for specific parts of the body, right? So when it dries, it lets us know where that area is there's inflammation, which is really cool. It's like a tree with rings. And that's how you look at it. Like each ring is a different part of the body. And so we're able to see what specific part of the body is having inflammation. It definitely lets the live blood know like, oh, okay, this is definitely still an issue. And then it also lets us know what's been going on chronically. So it's really a good full picture of the body. So which is really cool. So with her dry blood, we definitely saw immune stress. So based off of the ring, the first ring is your immune system. But we knew that because her white blood cells were elevated, we already knew there was going to be immune stress. So we were like, yep, that absolutely makes sense with the dry blood. Liver stress, we knew that because we saw that in her live blood. And that shows a specific pattern. So we're like, yep, that definitely makes sense for there. Now we're able to see more like if there's heavy metals, if there's parasites, we're able to see if there's adrenal stress. So a lot of people have adrenal stress. She had
what is it?
When even if you're just go kind of person, you're always producing cortisol from your adrenal glands because it's helping you go, giving you the energy, right? Or if you're in a fight or flight mode, cortisol is going to be produced. So when you're always like that, cortisol is going to continue being produced, but your body doesn't want that. It doesn't want to always be producing cortisol. So then your adrenals get tired. And so what will happen for a lot of women especially is if you're always producing cortisol, your body will get depleted. So then it starts to take progesterone from your hormones, converting it into cortisol to be used. And so women have hormonal issues because they're like, well, I've been so stressed and now my hormones are all over, my cycles are off, and then they have this snowball effect within their body. And so when you have adrenal stress and it's been going on for a long time, it will show up as a pattern on your dry blood.
Okay.
Yeah. And normally it's mostly like energy. So like she was feeling really tired all the time. That's her adrenal glands.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing is with me, health-wise, I have not been sick since COVID. I had COVID 2 times. I have not had a respiratory tract infection. I haven't had the flu. I haven't had any kind of sinus issues, no urinary tract infections, no nothing. Yeah. I am healthy, right? But yet you can still be healthy, but not feel well.
Yes.
And so I wasn't
saying that again.
You can be healthy, but yet still not feel well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I just knew I wasn't feeling well.
Our definition of health, I think,
yes.
matters here, right?
Yes.
Like we say we're healthy because we haven't had the flu,
or
there's something chronic.
Yeah, or a respiratory tract infection, or whatever. I mean, people pass along germs and you get sick over Christmas and all this stuff. And, how many times has, say, my husband got something, but I still had never caught it from him. Yeah. A virus or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm quote healthy.
Yes. Right.
But yet I don't feel right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people complain about is that they go to the physician or their nurse practitioner or healthcare provider and I'm not feeling well. Well, you get your blood drawn and it's like your white count's fine.
Yeah.
You look, all of your numbers are normal.
You're normal.
Well, I don't feel right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now I've got answers.
Yes.
Ginger gave me the answers, basically what I've been looking for. It's like,
so what changes, what have you done differently since you found this out? And how has it changed how you feel?
I basically transitioned to a different type of eating. Okay. I'm not gonna say it's a diet because it's not a diet.
No.
I'm not on a diet. I just changed the way I eat. I changed what I'm putting into my mouth.
Yes.
Okay.
I love that you said that It's not a diet.
No, it's
This
not
is
a diet.
This is like a lifestyle change.
Exactly.
Because it should be long-term.
Yes.
Yes. I love that.
Even my husband said, well, how long are you going to be doing this? 6 weeks?
Yeah, give me a time.
I'm like, no, this is me.
Yeah.
This is me.
Good.
A lot of stopping, like no gluten.
Yeah.
Okay. So no wheat products,
Mm-hmm.
no dairy, which was huge for me because after vacations, the first thing that I do is go to the refrigerator and get myself a cold glass of milk.
Yeah.
Because, I'm a milk drinker.
Yeah.
I would drink, say, 2 cups for breakfast. I would drink it with my lunch, even for dinner. I'm a big 1% milk drinker, okay? So no gluten, no dairy, no coffee, which that wasn't a big deal because I don't drink coffee anyway.
Yeah.
No caffeine, which that really wasn't a big deal either. No sugar, and no alcohol.
I can't remember what you said when I told you all this. You were like, so what do I eat?
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
she was in shock.
Yeah, and but Ginger gave me this gut protocol that it supports the liver, gallbladder, kidneys, the intestines, and it helps with all of digestion, sleep, thyroid issues, and inflammation.
Okay, so I'll back you up for just a second. You said she gave you a gut protocol. To those of our listeners who aren't familiar with what a protocol is, what do you mean by that?
It's a written out plan of what is not allowed, all of those 6 things that I mentioned.
Okay.
And then she gave me, it's divided into proteins.
Yes.
Okay.
Vegetables, fruits, seasonings, and oils. Yeah. So basically,
this is what you should focus on. This is
what I should be eating.
Okay.
So let's start with the proteins. Number 1, the beef, grass-fed beef.
Okay.
And
Grass-finished. Yeah.
Join me. Yeah. If you'd like.
So when we go through this, it's very individualized. So what I tell Tina is we're going to go through each section, but you're going to tell me what you eat because then I put together an example menu. So I don't just say, hey, okay, good luck. I say, let's tell me what you eat out of the protein section. Because if she only eats a couple of items, then that's all we're going to focus on, which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then same thing for vegetables, same thing for fruit. Like, what are you eating? What's realistic for your life so we can make it a lot easier transition? That's what's really important.
I found that when I was making changes in what I was eating, like having the replacement is a really good way to think about it. Like I was eating a lot of this. Let's just replace that with this.
100%.
So
that's helpful.
So the big thing was the beef was getting grass-fed
and grass-finished.
What does grass-finished mean?
Yeah. So farmers will have their cows out on pasture, which is great. You want them to be out on pasture. You want them to be eating what they're naturally supposed to eat. But what will happen is a lot of farmers will finish them right before they get processed with a lot of corn and soy, which fatten them up, right? Which they can sell them for more. Gotcha. But we're eating that. So we want it to be grass finished, which means they're eating pasture from the time they're born to the time they're processed. And so there's not going to be a ton of inflammation in their meat because what we're trying to do is lower that inflammation in our own bodies. And it's really based off of what we're eating. So that's what beef is, grass finished and grass fed. And you want to read that on the labels when you get it.
Okay. And the other thing with that is the eggs.
Eggs. Yes.
I was getting my eggs from my girlfriend, and here I asked, they're also supposed to be grass fed.
Okay.
Right? To eat the worms and all of
pasture,
that.
Yes.
Not chickens that are in a chicken coop.
Yes.
Okay.
And here she had her chickens in a chicken coop because she has dogs, right? And I believe she may have been feeding them corn too.
And that's the tricky part.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And then the other person that I was getting them from that are chickens in the yard.
Sure.
But yet they live in the country and there's like a cornfield right there.
Yeah.
So who knows if they're going into the field and eating the little corn in the field.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So chickens should go out, even if they're in a fenced area, they should be able to be moved around. So because you want them to be out scratching, getting worms in their natural setting as well. But it's also what they're being fed. So if they're being fed a conventional diet of corn and soy, which is genetically modified, and it's going to cause a lot of inflammation, you're really doing counterproductive of what you're trying to achieve, right?
Right.
So that's when you ask those questions to farmers, because if farmers really care, you'll know what they're being fed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and so that's where we do like a pasture-raised organic. Sure, you're probably going to run into a feed that's probably a soy or corn if it's organic, or if it's like you're getting it from the store, but it's organic. So it's not genetically modified. So it's like the lesser of two evils.
Right.
If you can get it from a local farmer that does that, that's even better.
Right. There's definitely layers.
There's layers.
And doing what you can do is more important than trying to be perfect.
There you go. This is a journey. It's not a marathon, right? Like you're not, or not a sprint.
It is a marathon.
Yeah. It's not a sprint. Like, you're not sprinting through this. This is like figuring out where your hurdles are, overcoming them, and having accountability, right?
Yeah.
Having people around you that can support you in your journey. Yeah. That's the most important part too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that was a big thing.
Yes.
Is finding the grass-fed beef and finding people, that have the pure pasture-raised eggs.
Yes.
Or pasture-raised chickens.
Yes.
Chickens.
Yes.
Laid eggs.
Yes.
Yes. But even turkey, buying organic turkeys.
Yes. Which is hard to find around here.
Yeah. They have it at Kroger.
They do?
They do have it at Kroger.
And Costco.
Yes.
Okay, good. I didn't know they had it at Kroger.
Yes, they have it at Kroger.
Good. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
Even the vegetables, all the vegetables have to be organic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because they are highly sprayed.
Mm-hmm.
And sure, like I even give the option of like the Clean 12, Dirty Dozen, if you've ever heard of that, which is like they're less sprayed. So if like you're like, well, I can't afford that, or there's a financial situation, that I give them that option. But organic's going to be best, just because you're trying to avoid inflammation. You don't want to get food that has it all sprayed.
Do you find that like the vegetables at the farmers markets are usually organic or no?
I know. I just actually, someone just asked me that.
They're not organic?
Not all of them. No, they'll state if they are.
Okay.
Really? So we have to ask.
You have to ask. And if the farmers,
and that makes sense because they might be spraying their fields
because
with things.
Sprayed, and they're not considered organic, even though they're grown at home.
That doesn't. Yeah, that's it. And even there are some organic farms that it's okay to spray certain things. So this goes down a rabbit hole. But, with local like farmers markets, you have to ask them. But a lot of farmers that are at farmers, they'll put if they're organic, because they know
they're proud of that.
They're very proud of that. But you have to ask those farmers.
And they want you to know, because that does take an extra,
yes,
it does require more of them.
Yes, a lot.
So they will charge more because it costs them more to produce this
100%. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yes.
I foresee a vision of us three going to a farmer's market someday. I just have that vision. It's going to be so fun. So fun. I know. I'm like, it's Wednesday. I think Molly has theirs on Wednesdays.
Yes.
We're on Thursdays.
Yeah.
If you've been thinking, I know I need to get my money more organized, I just don't know where to start, I made something for you. Download my free financial organizer, a simple tool that helps you map your net worth, monthly cash flow, and those once-a-year expenses we all tend to forget about. Grab it now at apricityfp.com. That's apricityfp.com.
With the vegetables, that's what I've been doing, is buying all organic.
Okay.
And yes, it does cost more.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
It does.
But I got to do it.
Yeah.
I got to do it. And think of, okay, I'm spending more on vegetables, less on alcohol.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And with this, you're not needing to snack as much. So if you're eating a really good meal, you're not like, oh, I need to buy a snack and I need to get this. You're pretty full. So the amount that you're eating isn't going to be as much as if you were previously, like processed foods.
Yeah. And same with fruits. All the fruits have to be organic. Why? Because it's harder to break down the pesticides.
Yes. And all of these fruits, like if you're looking at blackberries, blueberries, cranberries, they don't have a cover over them. The fruit is just out in nature, right? So bugs are going to get them a lot easier. So they have to be sprayed from a conventional standpoint. So when they're organic, you're not getting all of that just right on the fruit. So a lot of like bananas, they at least have a cover over them, right? Peel. So that's why a lot of these they don't really have a cover on them to protect them from insects and things like that. So yeah. Yep. And so yeah, pesticides are really detrimental to your gut health. I mean, they really change the gut microbiome. So if you're trying to be healthy, you've got to focus on your gut health. And pesticides really cause a lot of damage to your gut. So that's why it's really important to eat as clean as you can, which is organic.
Yeah. And then the seasonings and oils.
Pretty much just basic. You want to make sure that whatever you're using for seasoning is actually the seasoning. You don't want to add sugars, preservatives, or additives. You want just what the parsley or cilantro, that's what you want as your seasoning.
And you want those to be organic also.
Yeah, because those are sprayed as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're sprayed just as much as fruit and tea.
Yeah.
So we're really being sprayed in every direction.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
So talk to me about oils, because that can get really confusing if I'm at the grocery store. Like, there's so many options and I have no idea what's better or worse or
So I love doing avocado oil. The reason I like it personally is because you can do it at a higher smoke point. So if somebody's cooking on the stove and they're doing it on a medium higher heat, avocado oil can withstand that heat. And so when you do let's say olive oil, it doesn't have a higher smoke point. So when you put the oil on the pan, it burns, right? Everyone's done it on accident, right? But what happens if you do it at a higher smoke point and the oil can't withstand that, it changes the oil structure. So when you eat it, it's not olive oil anymore. It's been rancid. It's been changed because of the heat.
Okay.
That's why you have to do a higher smoke point. So avocado oil is really safe. Because no one really cooks on high heat, right? It's always more on medium.
Yeah.
So that's avocado oil is really a good oil because it's safe. It's going to be, when we ingest it, it's actually seen as fat within our bodies.
Okay.
Olive oil is really good. And then coconut oil. And then obviously any of the fats like duck fat, tallow from grass-fed animals.
Okay.
Because they're actually good fats that are in nature. So if you're doing like canola oil or soy oil or vegetable oil, that has been changed so much with the way that it's been processed, the amount of heat that it's been used to change the oils. So it's not really even oil at that point. It's very rancid at that point.
Okay. So, and is that why you can see the same type of oil with all these different price points? Is it like how much it's been processed?
It could be the processing, could be the company.
Yeah.
It could be where it's been derived from.
Where it's from.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we did talk about the Baja Gold salt.
Yeah.
Is what I have at home.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I always tell anybody if they have just table salt, like Morton salt, I just tell them it's not right. And the reason I say that is because that's been stripped of its minerals. So we need minerals in our body. Our soil has been depleted because of how we farm. So we need minerals. And so Baja Gold, they've done research based off of that against the Redmond salt, Celtic sea salt, and the Baja Gold is the highest in minerals. And so if you can get minerals in your body all day, especially with Tina having adrenal stress, that's really, really important.
Yeah. So when you're talking about getting minerals in your body from salt, that is like the same thing, not the same thing, but like, would that be able to replace supplements of like zinc and things of that nature?
It could.
Okay.
When you get to the point that your body is able to heal. So like supplements are just that, supplements. They only should be for a period of time. Sure, there's supplements that you probably have to take forever because of our soil. But like when you're in a healing period, you should only take them for a little bit. Your body wants to repair itself. And then once it's repaired, then I would say, yep, your body's doing really well. You can use Baja Gold.
And you do the blood analysis to determine, like, you're actually
Yeah, you're doing really well.
Doing really well, and you can just go, you
Yes.
can lay off of a couple
100%.
Okay.
And we test it. So I say, okay, stop taking that. Let's see how your body reacts. You listen to your body. If you're getting tired again, you're feeling fatigued, or anything changes within your digestive tract, then we need to reassess.
Yeah.
So we just test it.
I think that I want to say that again because I think that's really important. I'm going to repeat what you said.
Sure.
You need to listen to your body.
Yes.
I think so often if we take the time to actually like just tune into our bodies,
100%.
we can feel when something's off.
Yes.
And we have not been trained or taught to do that
No.
at all. We've been taught to push through everything. Go, go, go.
Yes. Just drink more coffee. You don't get tired because you didn't get enough coffee.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like you just need to sleep more, but no one has time for that, right? So you just kind of push, and then people come to their doctors, or they're like, I don't feel good, and they don't know what's going on. And normally it's these underlining issues.
Yeah.
Like Tina, perfect example. You had all these underlining issues.
Right. One of the things that you recommend was drinking aloe vera, Lakewood organic whole leaf aloe vera juice.
Yes.
I tried.
Oh, yeah.
I tried.
You did. You tried.
I tried. And I did have to pour that down the drain.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have heard that.
Ugh, I just did not like the taste at all.
I tell
What's
everybody.
it taste like? Is it like, does it taste like you're drinking plants?
No, it's not plants. It's not. It's
not bitter. It's
it
not
just
bitter.
has like a bad taste to it.
It's not. It's like I always tell people, it's not good. It's not bad. It's different. Some people like can't. I've only gotten a couple people that can't do it, and you're one of them.
Yeah. I was supposed to drink 2 ounces before bed.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me what
Yes.
this juice does.
So have you ever gotten a sunburn?
Yeah.
You ever put aloe vera on it?
Yeah.
What does it do?
It calms it down.
Decreases the inflammation.
Yes. That's what aloe vera juice is doing on the inside.
Okay.
So it's lowering inflammation, it's healing the gut lining, and then it helps the gut bacteria.
Okay.
So it's really a really wonderful tool if somebody has a lot of gut issues, but a lot of inflammation as well.
Okay.
Because it's calming it down, just like if you've got a sunburn on the outside of your skin. That's exactly what it's doing. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
And then for exercise, more yoga, Pilates, weightlifting.
Yep.
45 minutes of daily walking,
Yes.
which is like almost 3 miles a day.
Yeah.
Which you were doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
For
I was walking
for a long time.
Yes, I've been walking like 3 to 4 miles a day
Yes.
and still feeling crappy. So, but I have started more weightlifting.
Good.
And I did sign up for your booty yoga
class on Thursday night.
yoga. So,
well, I think this is a really good topic. See, when people feel sick or they want to lose weight, what do you automatically do? You go to the gym.
Yeah.
Right? If I work out more, I'll lose the weight, which some people do. But when have a lot of inflammation and a lot of underlying issues, working out, your body doesn't see it as a benefit. It sees it as like, this is more stress on my body. And now I'm even going to hold on to more weight. And so I get a lot of women that are like, I work out 6 days a week.
Yep.
And I'm just not losing weight. And it's like, well, yeah, because your adrenals are screaming at you. Yes.
that was me.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah, I remember you actually said
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I get that all the time. And it's like, you can't overdo it if your body's not feeling safe. First of all, it's not being fueled, and then it's not being taken care of. Like, you can't just work your way out of that one.
Yeah.
You know?
And I would even claim that I was eating healthy.
Yes.
I wasn't, I don't eat desserts. I don't snack. I don't believe I overindulge that much when I do eat.
Yeah.
I really was monitoring what goes into my mouth.
Yes.
I thought.
Yeah. Can I also
there
say,
you go.
like, you definitely, I've seen the shift from less is better. Like, you had this mindset of less food means I'm doing better.
Yes.
And now it's much more like, it depends what food I'm putting into my body.
Yes.
Say that again.
Yes.
Right?
And
Yes.
Evan is exactly that.
Yeah.
If I eat less,
well, all we ate today was.
Yes, I kept
You
saying
used to say that to me all
that.
the time, and I was like, I think maybe you need to eat more.
I know, you did.
That's exactly
You
it.
did. You
Yes.
kept saying that to me. And now it's like, oh, also remember, I would be going to bed at like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, sleep until 9, 10. And basically, I wouldn't eat breakfast because it would be 11:30 by the time I put something in my mouth.
Yeah.
Right? Well, since I've been back from Europe, and now I'm going to bed like 10 o'clock. I'm waking up at 7:30 in the morning, or like 6:45 till 7. I'm like, what the heck? Right? So now, like, I have a smoothie now, and then it has all of my GI powders that Ginger has me on, and my collagen and my creatine from Plexus and coconut milk, which I'm allowed to drink now. So the only thing I use the coconut milk is for my smoothie in the morning.
Yeah. Okay, I want to pause again.
Yes.
We're talking about coconut milk because you were not drinking coconut milk because you had cut out dairy, but coconut milk is not dairy, correct?
Correct. It's dairy free.
I'm like, it's literally like the juice from a coconut, right?
Yeah.
Is what that is.
Depending on which brand you buy.
Okay.
Yes, it is. I do the elimination diet first. So this is what I do first with a lot of clients because we need to find out where you're at. We got to get you at a baseline. Then we can start adding things back in to see how your body reacts. But if you just say, add whatever you want, you don't really know what you're reacting to.
Yeah.
So when we can do that baseline, then we're like, okay, you're doing really well. Add it back in and see how you react.
Yeah.
Once again, listening to your body.
Yeah. So let's talk about milks first.
Sure.
I feel like this is a thing, right? Like milk comes from a cow. It's
Yes.
dairy.
Yes.
But we label things milk because they feel like milk
Yes.
to us.
That's right. That's
So like coconut milk, soy milk, almond milk,
Yes.
oat milk. There are
Yes.
all these options, but
Yes.
they're really just water drained through said
Yes.
nuts
Yes.
or grain.
Blended up and then drained. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They could say coconut juice.
And, but the
coconut
coconut one
liquid.
is literally like the juice from the coconut.
That's right.
Yes.
Oat milk is ground up oats and then you drain water through it like coffee.
Yes. And sometimes they'll add a lot of other vitamins or
Okay.
nutrients to it. But yes,
Okay.
that's essentially what it is.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Why are you starting me on coconut milk versus oat milk
Yeah. Or almond milk.
or almond milk?
Yeah. So coconut milk is very soothing to the digestive tract. So most of my clients, if they do a coconut based, they don't have reactions.
Okay.
Almond milk has oxalates in it, so they're a little bit harder to digest. And then oat milk can raise your blood sugar.
Ah, you're so smart.
Because it's the grains instead of
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which makes sense. You have more grain that way.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
So is it not gluten free then?
You'd have to find out. That's the thing. Some oat milk isn't.
Yeah.
Then the glyphosate in it as well on top of oats, which is really, really high, like pesticides.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why it's good that you do an organic. So
Right.
but coconut milk, I don't normally see any interactions with clients.
I just don't personally. I feel like coconut milk is the least like a milk. It's more like water than the other options.
I know. For flavor and taste.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I got the, I believe it's the unsweetened.
Yeah.
The unsweetened.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was already drinking 1% milk anyway. So,
You did.
or fat-free
difference.
milk. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think the brand matters too.
That's true.
Because there are some that are really, really good.
And what's the brand that I get?
Calfa?
Yes. Starts with a C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calfa. Yeah.
It's in Kroger.
Yes.
Protein bars and protein powders.
Yes.
So you gave me a list of different protein bars.
Yes.
And to tell you the truth, I love the IQ bars.
Everybody.
They're dairy-free and gluten-free.
Yes.
Okay.
And I buy them from Thrive Market. I should put my Thrive something in my show notes for anybody that wants to start getting food from Thrive.
Yes.
But it's nutritious and you can get it delivered to your home and basically you get stuff on sale and save money and whatnot. I get it through Thrive. I just had my
Your shipment?
My shipment delivered yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, and another thing that I've been drinking is Waterloo sparkling water.
Oh, okay.
Because it's caffeine free. There's no sugar. And
it's just carbonated water.
Water, and it's good.
Yes.
It's called Waterloo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had it at a retreat.
At
That's
the
why
retreat.
she started.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the retreat, I drink and I'm like, this is good. And I have been hooked on Waterloo ever since.
Yeah. Those are really
Jeez.
nice.
Hey, it's better than, you know what? I am drinking the Waterloos in place of the seltzers.
Oh,
The
like alcoholic.
alcohol. Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm telling you, people, I changed just a tad. Oh boy.
So talk to me real briefly.
Sure.
We are kind of
That's
running out on time, but how do you feel now?
Yeah.
Well,
That's right.
I feel great. However,
Yeah.
I just got back from 12-day vacation again. And you guys, I went 3 days on vacation doing gluten-free, sugar-free, all the things. And the food that I got on the ship was just not right.
Yeah.
It was just not right. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. So I did have some wine. I did have the pasta, but it's different. And
But we talked about that too.
yeah.
Yes.
It's like, I'm not going to deprive myself
No.
going to Italy and not having a glass of Pinot Grigio from Italy, right?
Yes.
Right.
Or the pasta or the pizza or the rest.
Yes.
So, but no, when I got back, I'm like, bam, I'm back on track. And I feel great.
But
You know, I do
back
feel good.
from Italy in that
Yes.
cruise vacation versus coming back from Mexico.
Oh my gosh, no comparison.
Yeah.
No comparison.
Really good. Yes.
Because
Yeah.
you've taken the time to kind of lay that foundation for your body.
Yes.
So it can
Yes.
handle that little splurge.
Yeah.
That, and I say that to every client. If you're going to go on vacation or life gets in the way, which it does, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have days that you might eat off the guidelines or you might eat things that you never would normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, well, I learned from that because now I don't feel good or I had lower energy, and then I'm going to get right back on.
And you know what?
Yeah.
During this vacation, it was like every day we would go on our excursion and we would come back and like nap.
Oh, that sounds
This is
wonderful.
this is when I was eating all that stuff. I would go back and nap. But yet, is it because we're so busy? Is it because it's the 6 or 7 hour time change?
Yeah.
You know,
There could be so many things.
there's a
So
lot of
factors.
factors.
Yes.
There's a lot of factors that could have caused that, but I felt drained,
Yeah.
you know. But I'm feeling great now. You know, look,
Yes.
this is early, guys. You're recording this early.
Shannon even flinched when I said 9 o'clock.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And I was up like 7 o'clock.
It was good.
So basically, I did go back to Ginger and had my blood retested.
Follow up. Oh, we talked about your wins,
Yes.
which are really important because when somebody's on like a health journey, they need to know and they need to be motivated by like, what have you done and what have you seen so far? Because it helps you motivate you to keep going, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
if you don't see any changes, you're like, what's the point, right? You want to see changes.
Yeah.
So we always go over that because I feel like that's such a win, but not just for her, for me too, because I'm excited. I'm just as,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
just looking at me in the
Yes.
inflammation, I don't have the puffiness in my eyes.
Yes.
And even my rings are
It was your hands and your face that you
Yes.
noticed the most.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would complain of arthritis in my fingers
Yeah.
and my hands and my wrists and stuff.
And it wasn't just coming back from Mexico. That was pretty consistent.
Oh yeah. And you know what? It was after I went cardio drumming and I did not have the pain in my hands.
Okay.
That was the biggest win. My
That's
first
like-
win.
Yes.
That was my first win.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I remember you being like, yeah, it didn't hurt at all.
Yeah.
That's
a big-
incredible.
yeah, it's a big
That's
deal.
huge.
That's
Yeah.
really big. So when you came back, we were looking to see if anything is improved, which now your red blood cells were stacking, which means if they're stacking, there's an issue with digestion and inflammation. Your cells should be completely apart. They should be like bumper cars. They should just be floating around, but they were still stacking, but they were a lot better. So they were meaning they were starting to move apart, which is really what we want to see for inflammation.
Okay.
That's really a big deal. Her liver there was still some sluggishness, but it was getting a lot better. It wasn't like completely all over the screen, which is a big deal, which tells me you're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
There were still platelets, but when the very first visit, it was everywhere. I mean, there was platelets everywhere, which is just inflammation all over. It wasn't as bad. Like, it was cleaning up. You can see it was really, really cleaning up. So when I look at the follow-up, I would say, okay, you're moving in the right direction. Sure, you still have some time to clean up things, but you're going in the right direction.
Yeah, it's not a snap of your fingers and everything's fixed.
No, and
it's
yes,
like you said, a journey.
It's a yes, and with a lot of changes in the body, it takes about 3 months for your body to really make a lot of changes. But it all depends on how long has this been going on. Has this been going on for years and years? Well, it's going to take longer. Yeah, but 3 months is normally the baseline. Okay. So seeing that, and then just being able to see her cells moving a little bit more is big for every person, because when they come in, they're normally right on top of each other. They're not moving. They're not really showing any kind of sign of anything. When they come back, though, they're like, oh, they're moving and they're actually doing what they're supposed to do. That's every person's so excited for that.
Yeah.
And they were, and I was more hydrated too.
We didn't see a lot of dehydrated cells, which is huge, because if your cells are dehydrated, they can't really move. Right. They can't really do anything. Right. So they were hydrated. They were moving. They were doing everything they were supposed to do. So
and I remember that on the first visit, the white blood cell, it was supposed to, your white blood cell is supposed to be eating the bacteria, right? Yes. It wasn't doing anything. It had a big thing of bacteria right beside it. Yeah. And it wasn't even like supposed to be like a Pac-Man eating it up and stuff. It wasn't doing anything.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just like we were able to like nourish her body more. It's still going to take time. Yeah. But you're moving in the direction that you should be. And that gives you that motivation to be like, I'm doing something right.
And so basically with the eating different and of the supplements that I have been on, I'm still taking, but Ginger added different supplements that I'm taking. Yes. So I'm taking even more. Yes. So those are are you talking about the Mega IgG and the GI Revive? Yeah. And the liver. Yeah. So because we're looking at multiple things that are going on, inflammation, we got to work on the inflammation. So that's where some of the supplements are coming from. Liver support to help clean out our liver, and then really help break down our food. So that we look at what am I seeing on the screen? What supplements do you need? And so for her, she did supplements and nutrition, which is absolutely important. And I think that you're going to get more bang for your buck because you're doing both. Yeah. So yeah. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. I'm excited to see what your next blood work looks like. I know. I'm excited too, but yet I hope my vacation splurge didn't slow me down too much.
We'll just have to see. Because, I mean, even though you came back, you don't feel as sluggish. No. So you can already tell that you're doing really well just coming back. Yeah. So that already tells you a ton about your body. Yeah. Yep. That's awesome. That's really great. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. And I am going to have Ginger's information in the show notes. She is amazing. Totally worth it. Totally worth my time. And you guys, yes, it is more expensive buying the organic, but you know what? I'm not buying the $10 bread that I was buying. I'm not buying the $10 6-pack of alcohol. And, it's choices that you have.
Choices. Yeah. I talk to people about that all the time, right? Yes. Like, let's make sure we're using our money for the things that matter most to us.
Yes.
So,
and most people that see me, they've been sick for so long. So making these changes really aren't that big of a deal. They're just like, okay, whatever it is to feel better.
Exactly.
And if that, and it's a priority, right? If you make it a priority, you can figure it out.
And that is exactly what I told my husband. I said, honey, I'm going to be spending some money this month, but it's all about taking care of me. And because I want to feel good.
Yes.
So
which we all do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So glad thanks.
Really awesome.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being here, Ginger.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. Your support truly means the world to us, and we're so grateful to have you as part of our blossoming community.
We hope you enjoyed this week's conversation and found inspiration in our discussions. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you love what you hear, please consider leaving us a review. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more listeners like you.
Join us next week for another exciting episode filled with insights, laughter, and growth. We can't wait to share it with you.
Keep blooming and see you soon.